Hello, I'm Dr. Cory Fawcett. You know, time is more valuable than money. Many of us work on our money budget, but we never seem to work on our time budget. Yet time is more precious. We only have 24 hours a day. We need to use it well. If we waste a little bit of money, hey, we can earn some more next week. But if we waste some time, it's never recoverable. There are more things out there to do than we can do. More people who want our time than we can supply time for. There's the PTA, there's board meetings, there's committees, there's your practice, your family. There's more than you can do. So you've got to figure out a way to get it all into the budget because you only have the 24 hours to work with. I would recommend, first of all, start off by prioritizing what's the most important to you. For me, family came first, my business came second, everything else came either third or not at all. So let's look at how that would apply. So every November, I always would sit down and work out the next year's schedule. And the first thing that I did was to think about my family, the vacations we were going to go on, special family events, family reunions, whatever was involved with my family would get put in the schedule first. All of the weekends were used up that need to be used up for that. Whatever was left over, that was available to be on call. I would then give that list to the person making the call schedule, knowing that those blackout weekends I'm not available. I'm available all the rest of the time. Then my schedule was made secondly after my time was booked for my family. We took a lot of vacation and I got it in first. Many doctors do that backwards. They wait for the call schedule to come out and then they work on their family schedule. When you do that, there's a lot of call trading that happens. Suddenly I'm on call this weekend. Oh, but that's my family reunion. And that's my high school reunion. Whatever the problem was, you knew that ahead of time. If you got that on the schedule first, you wouldn't be trying to trade call later. Let me give you an example of how that worked for me. Once was during my residency. I was going to go do an away rotation, and my brother was getting married during the time I would be there. I was going to be part of the wedding party. So I told them 6 months in advance, I will be gone on this select weekend. I can't take call. Well, when I arrived there, guess what? I was on call that weekend. I went into the office to say, hey, I gave you 6 months notice that I wasn't going to be here this weekend. What happened? And they said, well, we forgot about that, but we'll see what we can do. But I told them, you know, this isn't a we'll see what we can do kind of moment. I'm not asking for permission to be gone that weekend. I'm telling you I won't be here. Well, they got the message and they made the call schedule. It was their fault. I gave them a 6-month notice. But if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have had a leg to stand on because they would have said, hey, you're on call this weekend. But since I gave them the information ahead of time and I put the family first, I booked that way in advance, they knew that that took priority and they took care of it. Another example on a weekly basis for me was when my kids were young, I decided to coach youth soccer. I became a U8 soccer coach. So every Tuesday and Thursday was soccer practice from 3 to 5. Instead of leaving that to chance, I went into the office manager and I said, book onto my schedule from 3 to 5 every Tuesday and Thursday soccer practice. We don't book any patients after 2 o'clock, so I have time to get things done and make it to soccer practice. And guess what? It happened. I made it to soccer practice and I was able to do that. Had I worked it the other way around and let work go first, I would have probably said, well, I can only practice on Tuesdays, that's my day off. I can't really get Thursdays in. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. No, I took the tact that the family came first. We booked that first, and then the business came second. You're going to have to say no to some good things in order for the great things to get done in your life, because you really can't do everything. And if you'll book your family first and your business second, you'll be much happier. You got to remember, your family is forever. Your business is for a little while. And when it's over, your family will still be there. So take good care of them. So today's prescription is budget your family into your schedule first, budget your practice second. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos, and comment below for anything you'd like me to talk about in the future. You can find more information at drcorysfawcett.com. Please come visit me there. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you later.